is up, gang? So today is a whole new day. Obviously I told you guys I was going to show you the new scanner that I got sent out by Ansel, which is the FX3000. Pretty good scanner, does what it needs to do. I've been testing it just to see you know, what's its capabilities, what it can do, what it can't do, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. But granted, this is not just about the Ansel today. This is going to be about a couple other things that I got to do with the S2000. But you know, your boy's been getting a lot of little sponsorships, and a lot of people have been trying to send me stuff, so I want to show you guys some things that it could do. I already know you got to get the Delphi headlamp, so that way we can see what we're doing, right? So the OBD2 reader that Ansel sent out is just like every other OBD2 reader, where it just plugs into the thing just like this. Comes with a wire that gets you know, bolted. Well, it is bolted, it's kind of screwed into the actual monitor. Then you plug it in and you're ready to go. So you guys see, once you plug it in, it will automatically turn on. So here are some of the settings that it has. So when you first obviously plug it in, it's going to give you three options, which is diagnose, settings, and help. All right, so in the settings you could change the language. My bad. You could change the settings, which is the language, unit of measure, the beeping noise. So like, you know, obviously when you're doing that, it beeps. And then it also has a record mode, which I'm pretty sure allows you to like record data and stuff like that. I didn't really too much worry about that. More interested in what it can diagnose. So first things first, it can scan your car, right? So it can scan the car, make sure it pulls like the you know, correct VIN number and all that stuff. So it gives you a whole bunch of different list of like cars that it can scan, and like, you know, makes and models and stuff. Okay, so in this setting, it has a lot of different settings where you could reset like the ABS, the oil, the brake light, and all that stuff. But because my car is a little bit older, it's not compatible with it. But I'm pretty sure this is good for like a lot of the newer cars where you could reset. So that's pretty cool too, that you're able to do that. I might try plugging that on the BMW truck and seeing what happens. So this is right here is the key feature that we all need, right? We want to know if we can reset the ECU. We want to know if we can reset the code and all that good stuff. And this allows you to do that. The one thing that I would say that I wish that this was touchscreen. So as you guys can see, I left this on here because yesterday, which I'm going to get into, it actually held a solid code instead of blinking. So once it does all that stuff, it lets you know the readiness, the things that is completed, not supported. So there's some things on here, like I told you, that's not supported on here. But it shows you a lot of different breakdown settings, which you see here. Then you just click OK, which is this like square button right here. This is the OK button. And then once you do that, you're able to read the codes. And it gives you like some, like I know with the old OBD2 reader that I had, it didn't give you like an actual reading or like a wordplay of what something is, so I used to always have to Google it, but this actually tells you. So this one is showing that the knock sensor is actually going bad, which I figured was the problem. So I'm not going to clear it until I actually do the knock sensor, which I'm going to be planning on doing today. So like I told you, I'm going to explain to you guys everything that happened prior to this. So I'm not going to clear it, but it does allow you to clear it, because you could go here, erase codes. It lets you know like data streaming and stuff like that, which is pretty good. Like, I don't know if mine is going to be compatible or not, but you'll see in a second. So like it shows you like temp gauges and like different settings, like different things, the vehicle timing, throttle position, all sorts of good stuff. So, you know, that's pretty cool that this offers that. So yeah, I mean, like I said, this also shows your O2 sensor tests. I don't know if mine is compatible or not. Yeah, see, it's not supported on my vehicle because, like I said, this is an older car, so it doesn't show everything. Onboard monitoring. I know mine isn't going to work here either because it's an older car. I tried all of that. So now let's get into the actual video where I can show you guys exactly what's been going on with the car. So yesterday, I went to MP shop because I just wanted him to put the snap-on scan tool on here to see if it could read anything else. I was gonna go to Honda, but I feel like Honda wasn't gonna be able to tell me anything, and even if they were, it was gonna be like an arm and a leg for them to do so, and I didn't feel like paying an arm and a leg for them to scan something 2.5, you know what I'm saying? So I went up to MP's, he scanned the car, and it showed for that code. Everything else was seeming to be perfectly fine. So what I think that check engine light is for, which I kind of was leaning towards anyway, is because the mounts on this car, I believe they're innovative mounts. They vibrate like crazy, right? And from it vibrating, I feel like either it messed up the knock sensor, or it, you know, my knock sensor has a short somewhere, because it doesn't make sense. Like I told you, like the check engine light would just randomly come on, randomly come off, randomly come on, randomly come off, or it won't go on at all, right? So I felt like it was something along those lines of like maybe something vibrating loose or something is loose, because everyone keeps saying like, oh, check your grounds, but I'm like, this just started happening in May. I remember exactly when it started happening. I was on my way to the car show, I hit a bump, and ever since then that shit has been just blinking ever since. So I feel like it could be that, because I remember when we were putting in the Renegade Motorsports, or was it Ballad? It was one of those. The knock sensor in there, it broke. The first one that I did, and I paid like $100 for that thing. It broke. And then we went to AutoZone, and we kind of got like a cheap one. It was like 28 bucks. So I feel like me getting that cheap one either wasn't the correct one, or that cheap one broke again. We checked yesterday when I was at his shop to see if it was still connected. It was still connected, but on his scanner it was showing that it's not detected. And I remember that happening before when I first changed it. So I'm hoping if I change the knock sensor, it'll be good. But today I'm gonna try to find the knock sensor. That shit is hard as hell to find. I tried to do it before, couldn't find it, but today I'm gonna try again. If I can't find it, then oh well. I'll just get the knock sensor and then bring it to MP and have him do it from underneath. Because when I changed the alternator and the throttle body, I tried to see if I could fit in between that behind the starter and see if I could find it, but I couldn't find it then. But after that, I'm gonna check my fuel pump one more time. I just feel like I need to recheck that fuel pump and make sure that it's good, because you never know, you know what I mean? Like something could have came loose, something could have been messed up. And I also want to check to make sure there's no like water or anything inside the fuel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shine my light down there and see if there's anything floating on the top. Granted, I don't really have that much gas in the car right now, so if there is nothing in there, then I know like, okay, my fuel isn't bad. So that's what I have on the agenda for today. I want to see if we could get this knock sensor done. If I can't get it done, I'm gonna try to go buy one. I'm gonna get a little bit more of an expensive one and swap it in there and see if it makes a difference. If it doesn't make a difference, I don't know, I'm gonna have to just change all the damn wiring. I feel like that's what I have to do. So with that being said, that is the code that's stationary right now on the car. Is the knock sensor is like P0325 or something like that. So you guys saw it. So that's the code for the knock sensor. Let's find out if that makes a difference. But ever since I changed the throttle body and I changed the alternator, it feels a lot better. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did clean out the intake manifold too, got all that carbon out of there. So I'm hoping, like, you know, on those lines the car is good, but I really just want to figure out this check engine light flashing and blinking. Once I get that situated, I feel like the car will be so much better. I was actually able to find it on the first try. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see, but it's like, it's gonna be hard to see it, but I don't know if you guys can see my socket hanging off right there. It's literally right there. I was able to find it on my first try. So that means, I guess because now I know what to feel for, so maybe that's why. But yeah, I found it. So I was able to get the knock sensor out, but the knock sensor doesn't look like, you know, anything's up or wrong with it. It didn't break or nothing. So I don't know, man. Okay, so I'm almost 100% sure my knock sensor is fine. I'm not about to go and get another knock sensor. So what I noticed, right, when I was pulling the harness, well, not the harness, but the pigtail off of this, was it didn't have one of those clips, you know, that clip onto the top of here to lock it into place. It was just regular, like it didn't have anything. It was able to just slide back and forth without me having to like adjust it or anything like that. So what I'm thinking is, just from the vibration of the car, I feel like that clip backs on and off sometimes, because I was having that same issue with my injectors. The injector plugs that clip onto it, it broke. Like the clip, the tab, it broke. So sometimes like the car would run funny because it would be like vibrating on and off, so it would like lose connection. So JR kind of gave me a good idea where I should just, I'm gonna put it back and I'm gonna push it down as far as I can go, right? I'm gonna push it down as far as it can go, and then I'm gonna you know, turn the car on, see if the check engine light is on. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wiggle it around and see if the light comes back on. So that's what I'm gonna do, and see if that makes a difference. If it doesn't, then maybe it is the sensor, but I don't think it's the sensor, because the sensor is still intact, everything's intact. Nothing looks off or anything like that. The pin here seems fine, no like corrosion or anything, or like any burn marks or anything like that. So I think that's what my issue is. Maybe from when I hit that first bump that one time, it may have shook it a little bit and made it back out. So that's what I'm gonna do and see what happens. So far so good. I also brought the scanner with me just in case, to see if there's any other clues that will pop up. Also, your boy's top down right now. Feels so much better. With the Skunk 2 header and the I think it's deuce speed axle back or cab back exhaust, this thing sounds really good. It's not too loud, just sounds just about right. I mean, I kind of want the car to be a little bit louder, but this will do. But yeah, man, the car feels good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it feels good. I just hope it doesn't flash again. I'm most likely going to drive the car to the gym just to get a little bit more drive cycles onto it and see if anything pops. But for right now, like the drive that I've done, nothing yet, so that should be cool. All right, let's see how it sounds just like regular exhaust, like standstill. See if it breaks up. Nope, that bitch is still flashing. What is up, y'all? So I actually just did a little bit of cleaning on the interior of the car, like all the wirings and stuff like that, because my car has an Izzy on it, which is like a secondary pump, primary pump delete. So I just want to make sure, like, you know, after all that cleaning I just did, that the car is running smooth again, and that maybe I fixed the check engine light. I know I say this like every video, but I'm gonna try and take it for a quick spin and see if anything happens. Right now the car is just warming up. I'm letting it sit for a little bit. The car's idling pretty well. It's not dropping or idle surging or anything like that, so that should be good. I also pulled a couple of the grounds in the engine bay, cleaned it up, sprayed a little bit of stuff on top of it to, you know, make sure it doesn't like corrode or anything like that. I also pulled the ECU just to check to make sure the ECU that was put into this car had no like damage or like corrosion inside of it either, even though I know it was brand new. I just wanted to check for myself. Pulled all that. I also checked the wiring to the ECU. I also checked the wiring for the OBD2 reader, and everything seems to be okay. Like I said, I did a little bit of cleaning, cleaned some corrosion off of some things. So we're gonna take the car for a drive and see if anything changes. Your boy just left Target. I had to get some dog food from my boy. He ran pretty low, so start the car up. But so far so good. It hasn't blinked on me yet. Hasn't blinked at all yet. The only thing that's blinking right now is the EPS light, which I honestly know is because of the module that's on this side. It was a little corroded, but probably later on today I'm gonna jack the car up and pull off the driver's side wheel and just check to see if the fuse on that side, because there's another fuse for it under the fender liner. I'm gonna check that to make sure like that's not blown. Alright guys, so you made it to the end of the video. If you did, guys, enjoy it, please leave a thumbs up for your boy. It definitely helps me out a lot. But I believe I fixed my issue, man. I drove the car for a little while yesterday. Drove it to do some errands, got food, did all that stuff, and it didn't blink. I'm probably gonna drive the car today, which is Friday. You guys are seeing me in real time right now. I'm probably gonna drive it today, see if it comes on. But all day yesterday when I drove it, nothing happened. And normally it would cut on when I drive that amount of time. So I'm gonna see if it is actually resolved, but I'm gonna say it is. So the title of this video is probably gonna say that. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. Do you like me maybe getting a drift car? I don't know, man. I kind of want a 350Z. I don't know why. But yeah, if you guys are interested in some new content for the channel, let me know down below. Like I said, also go check out the links in the description for the Ansel OBD2 reader and the LED headlamp. I don't know why I want to call it a headlight, but yeah, it is a headlight, right? But anyway, yeah, go check that out. Use my codes, save yourself some money, and I catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
On the beat.